Could y'all hear me that whole time? I need to remove this. Y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, everybody. What am I doing in Discord? Oh, I'm not in Discord. Okay, but that's not for me. Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Do I sound okay? Could y'all hear me when the music was, or like the countdown was happening? Because I was talking into the microphone like a crazy person. Anyway, I got to try to figure out what's happening over here. Also, we could just like accidentally shut down in the middle of stream because the other day I updated my settings on the computer. I just did the update that it tells you to do. And ever since then, crazy stuff's been happening and StreamYard just like closes down out of nowhere. And so does the internet. And I don't know what's happening. And also, a lot of weird stuff is happening. A lot of weird stuff. I need a tech person. Okay. Also, I need. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then we need this one open. Sorry. So I was like so sure I was going to be on time today and everything was going to be fine. Oh, I gotta close that. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to play that back. But because I was at dance before this, not my dance, obviously. I'm not in dance. My daughter is in dance, 4-year-old dance. And OMG, 4-year-old, what is it called? Swan Lake is maybe the cutest thing I've ever seen. Also, dance is like literally next door. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be fine. You know, she's out in plenty of time. No, nope. We had to have a full on meltdown about, whose car she was going to get in after and all the things. You did an update and it broke your Word and your Excel. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this one literally broke my whole computer. So that's a problem. But yeah, that's not good that it broke your Word and Excel, especially if like you have to use those for work, you know? It's a big problem. It's a big problem. Oh, we should just call Audio Coffee because I think Audio Coffee does all the techie things. Yeah. Did an update the other day and no issues. The joy of having a super fast laptop. Dude, but I'm supposed to have a super fast laptop. I have I think I am. It's an Alienware laptop, right? Like, I feel like that's supposed to be a good laptop. Wait. I feel like that's supposed to be good. Audio Coffee. Do you know? Do you know what an Alienware laptop is? But anyway, it's supposed to be good. But yet the other day when I did that like internet speed test or something with the expert, it was terrible. Oh, but y'all said it was because I had a lot of windows open, which I did. Y'all were right about that. But when I did my update, Audio Coffee, if you can help me with this, help me with this. When I did my update on the computer the other day, now when I open up like Chrome, usually I have 2 different profiles that I open up Chrome under. You know, it's like 2 different email addresses. And one of them is for like all my streaming stuff. And then one of them is for all my work stuff. And right now it will only open up under all of my streaming stuff. So I can't like do any of my, like none of my logins or anything, that I want saved and bookmarked. I can't get any of those for work, which is a problem. And I have to do it all from like a very, very old 2013 Apple MacBook Air, which is, less than desirable. Hey, Zach, what up? I don't know. I don't know about notifications. I don't know anything. I know nothing. Eee, what happened there? Okay. Go away. There we go. I need Firefox. What? Then I would have to change everything. Apparently, I'm going to have to anyway. Oh, okay. Brand of computer is less important than the components installed. But like, if it's an Alienware laptop, then wouldn't that mean the components installed in it are like standard, which should be good, is what I heard. I could be wrong about that. Flash fan. Hey, Flash fan. Anywho, what did I say we were gonna do today? Oh, I said we were gonna do some what the hell stuff, huh? I was inspired by Shizzy when I went on Shizzy's page. I mean, on his channel the other day, and they were doing this, and I was like, you know what? I miss doing my regular Otter Creek update. Like, I don't care if it's annoying to everybody. I want to do it anyway. So I'm sorry to everyone that it annoys. I'm really not though. Sorry. Um, that I don't want this. I want something different. Move to another window. There we go. Nope. 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 Can you come back over to this window? Thank you. Hey, Roy. Hey, RJ. Hey, John. Hey, Flash fan. Hey, Joe. That's funny. Oh, does Brad use Firefox? Okay, well, I mean, an audio coffee definitely knows, but Hey, Deborah. Otter Creek is when you watch. Apparently, that's when like most of my people watch. Hey, Rick. Okay. Hi, Heidi. It is my decision, and I want to do what I want. Okay. This is actually, is this the Otter Creek playlist? How do I know? Okay, hold on one second. I gotta find the playlist that I'm looking for. I haven't watched in forever, so I really don't know what's going on at all, but it doesn't matter what's going on presently because that's not what we watch anyway, right? Not a hugger. Who's not a hugger? I'm really not a Hey, Brandon! And weed pin. This is but you know what? It's not weed pin. It is a jewel. An expert said I'm not supposed to do that on stream. It like messes with I don't know. Apparently the tube doesn't like it, but as you can see, I don't care. Otter Creek. E. Oh, but like the next time that I stream, I'm going to be doing like another body cam situation, probably. Maybe the one, or maybe I'll do that stream from that last chick that I streamed last time. What was her name? Elisa? I don't remember. Y'all know who I'm talking about if you watched. Her fans were really, they're crazy. They're really fun to piss off, I think. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do, Mr. Hales. Hold on. I'm having a hard time, you guys. Okay. Nope, nope. Where are your playlists? You know what I hate? When I click on a playlist, it like automatically starts playing a video, and I don't want it to do that. I don't want that to happen. And then why does it make it so hard for me to just like stop? No, do not play all. Just open the playlist. Y'all, why is this happening? I can't open the play. Somebody help me. What's happening? Hi, everybody. I don't know why I can't open the playlist, though. It's very annoying. Does anybody know why I can't do this? Okay, I'm going to share the screen and somebody can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay? Because apparently I don't know how to do anything. Maybe that's what I did, Rick. Maybe that is what I did. I think that is what I did. I think I did update my computer to Windows 11 and it ruined everything. And now I am just like completely lost. But anyway, okay, so here I am. And see, here's the Otter Creek playlist. It says now playing. Like, I don't want you to play right now, actually. I just want to like see the videos. But I can't because look what happens. And then, like, I can't just. Like, where's the play? Why can't I just look at the videos in the playlist? Oh, how do do I need to turn autoplay off? Is that a thing? Okay. Is that like in settings or something? I'm assuming. Very annoying. So annoying. How many things you have to do. Like, where do I? Oh, advanced settings, maybe? I don't know. Where's autoplay? Anybody? Turning it off and turning it back. I have tried that actually several times today, and it's actually not fixing anything. Playback. I figured it out, you guys. Okay, we don't want that. Oh, go away. Video previews, auto. Is auto, no, it says AV1 settings and then it says auto. Is that, do I want to unclick that? I don't know. Well, we might not be doing anything today, it looks like. Meditation. I have tried that, but it's not working for this. It is plugged in. Guys, are y'all trolling me at the moment? Help. What am I doing wrong? Why is it all highlighted and stuff? What if I just go to the video? Then I have to like know the name of the video, don't I? I don't know the name of the video. I haven't been paying attention. I was just gonna go like to the next one in the Otter Creek playlist. You mean I have to like do work here? Okay. Okay, guys, hold on a second. That's a good point though, Brandon. Thank you for that. Otherwise, I would have sat here being like, help, help, help. I haven't tried Scientology yet, but I've been thinking about it, Zach. Been thinking pretty hard about it. You know, they got a center right down the street. Literally, right down the street. It's like not far at all. And I've definitely gone there and passed out my card to the protesters. Excuse me. There we go. You know what's weird? On my phone, the lead anyway, whatever. The thumbnail for the playlist I'm looking for is different than on my computer. I'm double clicking too fast, but I'm not. Oh. Thank you, Heidi. I have not tried that, Zach. Just open a random video. The controls are underneath the video. What controls? What controls? I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm lost.
Thousands of packages.
They're gonna hate us.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I want,
One
though.
of these boxes is ours.
I see those controls. That's not what I want, silly goose.
On second thought, George, you're right. You are.
No, I want the like. Okay. Let's see here. Stole the. What? Have we seen that one? one looks good. I think we're going to have to do this one. Oh, that's not good. Cops called on other neighbors? These neighbors are no good, it looks like. They're causing a lot of problems, guys. Causing a lot of problems. Okay. How many do you think we're going to find? Cops called on bad neighbors. They have a lot that have that are called that, don't they? Yikes. Uh-oh. Darn it. Okay, we want the one from 11 months ago. There we go.
The charge that would be right now that's pending is going to be aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Dang.
In
Aggravated.
Florida, you have every right to protect your property. You do not have a right to actually brandish or point a firearm at somebody out on a road, regardless of what they're doing.
We've 1,000,000% seen this. Ugh.
Me personally, I was filming for the protection of a child living in an abusive environment and for the protection of animals that are not being cared for appropriately.
Remember Turtle Lady and
That's
Turtle
a lot.
Man? You've actually met them before. Every time their mouths open, you can literally hear the residents' eyes roll.
Thank you. I spoke with-
Sorry, guys. Didn't somebody say I was never prepared? Turns out they were right. Did I spell corrupt right? Corrupt town stole from me. Yeah, and also, I would recommend nobody update your computer. That's just me. But it really ruined everything for me, okay, guys? Everything.
So you're going to go back through all of my history and look at everything that I had already paid.
Yes, because it was illegal.
I'm flying back to Otter Creek to pay my water bills. My frequent flyer miles are adding
You ever
up,
hear that?
even more than when Mary does math. For 3 years, I've been battling the town of Otter Creek over my water line. Look at here. Issue number 1. They placed me in their system as commercial. I am a residential property, have been from the beginning, still am to this day. Not only that, every time I get a water bill, what's that say there? Turn off notice. They hit me with all kinds of additional late fees. They're hitting me with 17,700 gallons, which we already proved that was because of the work they were doing on their system, surging our water.
I feel a little confused because I feel like we knew that already. Even in like, you know, how far behind I am, I know people are going to be like, hey, this is old news. I know it's old news. But even in the old news, I thought we already knew. But I'm glad he recaps things since it's been, like 25 days since we've done any of this.
Water back and forth through the meter. Let's take a look at the charges. This is the resolution that they actually adopted. You see that? 2021-05, which is funny because it was actually adopted October in 2021. But that 05, that doesn't mean May. That actually means it's the 5th resolution that they adopted in 2021. They did it in October when I wasn't there on purpose. So what you have here is everybody at a 5-inch line pays $24. 1-inch line pays $33.59. They had to add a 2-inch line,
Whoa.
$69.59. You know why they had to do that?
For
For
him.
me. Mary lied to me and said that there were other 2-inch lines in Otter Creek. There isn't. And from what I know of their system, the only 2 lines that they can have in there is the 5/8 and the 1-inch. They adopted a
Except it's everything to do with the politics, Ellie. Everything to do with the politics. I spent all day yesterday. I literally wore holes in my shoes getting protesters out of jail.
resolution that their software program couldn't even bill for. So what Mary said, you should be happy. You're only being billed at $33.59. No, I'm not happy. You created a resolution in the town of Otter Creek that actually targets me as a resident. And who did it? Well, let's take a look here. Mary DeGroot, right there, town clerk. Laura Mott, the mayor. Now, let's be real. Laura Mott wasn't the
Wait, what did
actual
you say
mayor.
about me?
She may have been sitting in the seat, but Russell Meeks Sr. was pulling all the strings and telling her what to do. Now she's in the world of trouble. And who was especially supposed to approve and make sure that it was correct? Steve Warm, the town attorney. But for some reason, I have no signature on this resolution from the town attorney. This is the next lawsuit once I get all the public records. That's it.
And you should be treated just like everyone else is.
And I'm being billed what other people aren't being billed. So, for example, Otter Creek Post Office is a commercial property. You're not charging them at a commercial rate. You're charging them $22.50. I have other commercial or business-owned properties around me. For example, the hunting club that's not being charged at a commercial rate. It's being charged at $22.50. So why am I, as a resident of Otter Creek, being charged $50 for something that just out of the blue you guys pulled and went, okay, I'm going to charge them $50?
Well,
Who-
take it up with the council.
So
and-
who made that decision? The council.
I feel embarrassed for her a little bit, like, because you know how like much it. Not gonna tell you, Brandon, but I think you know. Anyway, like, so I live and work right across from UT, and I also went to school at UT. And so, if you've seen any of the violent arrests, then you will know which protesters I am rescuing. It's not really rescuing them. I mean, they've been in jail for over 24 hours at this point. It's just getting them out of jail. They would eventually get out of jail anyway, but you know, just not into protesters being violently removed from campus in any way. Any protesters. But that's just me.
Council didn't, because I've already talked to council members, some of them. So the council doesn't know anything about this. Some of those members, who told you to bill me at $50 a month? Am I the only one in town with a 2-inch meter?
There's one other.
Who's the other?
Well,
I'm not going to tell you.
Landed at one torrential downpours all night. No, wait, hold a second. I'm so tired. I can't
Oh,
even
I'll
remember
send you
what
some
happened.
videos.
I landed earlier
will.
than 1 a.m. I got to the ranch at 1 a.m.
So they were hit with tear gas. Flashbangs were used against them, and they many of them had injuries where they had to go to the hospital. Like, you know, bones, muscles, torn things. Also like asthma attacks from the yeah, you use tear gas. That's what that's gonna do. It was just unnecessary. That was super unnecessary. That didn't need to happen at all.
Just to come to town hall here in Otter Creek to pay my
And flashbangs are dangerous.
water bill. Now, Mary said I have funding issues, and there are truths to that. My issues of funding, man, I love that. My issues of funding are I don't like being stolen from. So I came just to pay my water bill. Notice the difference. Holy cow, what is all this?
I'm loud?
This has got to be the last town hall meeting.
I'm loud or this is loud because I don't think I have a booster anymore because the update removed my booster. So is it me or is it him? Peter, which one? I thought, yeah. Well, you would be wrong. Flashbangs didn't start on January 6th. Flashbangs have been used for like a long time with these like no-knock warrants. Who needs to be in jail for a year or for 3? Oh, Brandon. Oh, yeah, I'm not a medical expert. Anybody? Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, it's true. Also, it's like, I'm very biased, so this is true. Zach is right. Probably don't believe anything I say about anything. Yeah, they were peacefully protesting, though. That's the thing. There was like no violent protesting going on at all. It didn't get violent until DPS stormed in. Yeah. I mean, okay, and that makes sense, Brandon. That would make people a little squirrely when you start setting off flashbangs. And I can see that that would like also enrage a crowd trying to protest. I'm also not a computer expert. This is true. I know. And it hurt the baby. And that was another no knock warrant. Like those things gotta go. But which one was loud, Peter? Sound is good. Okay. I guess you were talking about the flashbangs, maybe.
Meeting, I believe Don asked for everything that needs to be removed and a list. And if I had to guess, that's probably what it all is right there. That's a lot. Okay, we're gonna see if I can pay my water bill, get an itemized list, not get battered. So, knock knock. Oh, it's Belinda. Oh my goodness. And Madam Mayor Therese.
Oh, I was
Oh
like,
my God. I
wait,
flew all
he's
the
going
way
in?
down south just to see you guys.
You missed us. That's
I missed you so much. I've been flying
how clean
every
it is.
single week, and I had to come up with
Organized.
another excuse just to see you guys.
Well, welcome.
And I've never seen this before. This is amazing. There's color, there's texture. This is
It's the real deal.
my goodness, what you guys have done with this office.
So
This
confused.
there used to be stuff stacked everywhere here.
We're getting some.
There was stuff stacked.
Okay, so I represent over 50% of the protesters, and this is just not true. This is just not true. Okay, maybe they don't go to UT. Maybe over 50% of them don't go to UT. However, they are students at nearby schools. Like the majority of them are student protesters. And UT is an open campus. Like it is a public campus. So it doesn't matter if you go to school at UT. If I want to go there, I don't go to UT, obviously. If I want to go there and protest, guess what? I'm allowed to. And if anybody else wants to go there and protest, they're allowed to. They should protest at their own school. Well, they don't have to though. Just like I don't have to, because also I don't have a school anymore. So if I want to go protest at UT, I'm allowed to. I'm also not a shoe expert. They probably were my own fault, but like if I could bill the protesters for that, I would. I'm kidding. If I could bill somebody, I would though, maybe. Except really it's my own fault because I have very fat feet. And those are the only shoes that I like can fit in, which is a problem. I literally have one pair of shoes that I can wear anymore. Now I'm going to have to get them like resold. If y'all know where I can get custom made shoes, let me know because I have very, very tiny fat feet. And, they don't make shoes for me. They might be hobbit feet. I learned the other day. They could quite possibly be hobbit feet, but they don't have hair on them, okay? They don't. Let's just clear that up. I hope that's not what I have. What? Your iPad had a virus? I thought iPads don't get viruses. I think that was No, I think that was Colombia though, right? And yeah, that was taking things a bit far. That was a little bit far, if you ask me. I think it depends on if they were, it becomes tricky in a protest because how are you getting notice to these people in a super crazy environment? What's rude? Did I have holes in my shoes? I know. I think so too. Custom boots. Okay. Okay, you send me that link. How are you going to send it to me though? On the Twitter? Okay, I'm going to go back and play. You guys, y'all get me so off track. You know what I mean? Little shoe store. Is that really a thing? Because I've never seen that. But you know what I want to do? I've always since I was in college and realized I was going to have to start wearing high heels, I've wanted to open my own tiny shoe company. I should have done it then because There's literally still not like any places to get short, fat heels, you know? And my problem got so much worse after after I had a baby too. I always heard people say that, like, oh, your feet changed, but like my feet flattened out even more. Now they're even fatter, but they're still the same length. Such a problem. I would wear flip flops. I just think it's like semi inappropriate. I mean, it's inappropriate to wear flip flops to court, apparently.
Everywhere here,
There was stuff stacked there.
everywhere there. You have multiple workstations in here now.
Yeah, but we need to take one of them out, then you won't have a reason to put stuff on it.
That's true. That's true too. That's true. So am I allowed to pay my water bill?
Of course you are. Okay.
Did you see that? There was
Hey,
a smile. And
Marcus. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. And thank you for saying you missed me. I missed you. Barefoot shoes. I don't even know what those are. Are they real shoes? Trojan. I don't. Isn't that USC that are Trojans? I'm so confused. When you were pregnant, your feet grew shoe sizes. See, mine didn't grow in length at all. I wish they would have. I do not have hairy toes. But I found out I might have hobbit feet just because that's what Shizzy said. He's like, he really thinks I might have hobbit feet, but I don't really think I do.
invitation. She actually wants me to pay my water bill. Okay. So I did get the emails and I brought my checkbook. And I guess you tell me, what do I need to know?
Well, on the one for the school,
Yes.
okay, your water bill is $27.54.
Okay.
Okay, you broke it down
Yes,
for you.
derailed
Okay.
always.
$24.
Wait, hold a second.
Go what?
Did I just hear that correctly?
Yes, I broke it down.
Did you say you broke it down for
There
me?
you go.
By the way, Belinda, you were you had management over how many offices?
Actually, one office, but many companies.
Many companies.
Many
Okay.
companies.
Professional, what would you call yourself? A professional what?
I wear many hats.
Okay. Oh man, see, we're going to get so derailed with this conversation, especially because I feel like probably 99% of my chat at the moment probably disagrees with me on all of what I'm about to say. So I don't know that I should get into it, but I will just say this. At UT, nobody's right to access their class was being infringed upon, and no property was being destroyed. I still think that no property has been destroyed. Nobody was ever charged with destroying any property at all. They were charged with criminal trespass. But yeah, nobody's right to an education has been infringed upon at all by protesting. But I will say that I do think that probably many people's right to access their classes or whatnot might it did appear to me at certain points that it probably was infringed upon by DPS when they came in and closed off they closed off access or ingress and egress points for a good portion of the area. Like anybody stuck in that area, it didn't seem like they could get out or in. So I don't know, that seemed like a problem. But yeah, no, people on the South Mall or South Lawn or whatever it's called, it's not preventing anybody from getting to class at all.
Okay, so professional bookkeeper, absolutely. There's no doubt whatsoever. Belinda knows her stuff, knows how to bookkeep. But you were in a law office.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yes, I was a legal
I see,
secretary.
Tanderwood.
Then I'm a a Florida resident, registered title agent.
Title agent too.
There you go.
So I
Goodness.
wear many hats.
So an office like this in town hall really is nothing for a person of your skill. This is absolutely nothing.
When everything is straight, no.
Yeah, you have to get everything straight, and then once everything is under control from the mess that was left, you've already told us 10 hours.
Yes, I'm gonna have to do that.
We have maybe 10 payments here. Maybe 10 minutes to post them, print them. There you go. There's the deposit books. I mean,
How long did it take you?
So y'all, I wear a size 4 in women's, which is like, I think a 2.5 in kids, maybe a 3. But very hard to find high heels. I've just given up on that though. Like ever since the pandemic, my body doesn't even, it rejects heels. It rejects them. My back is like, nope, not doing it anymore. So yeah, I always forget I need to look for kids flats because those do fit. I need to do that. Well, they did fit before I was pregnant. I don't know now. My feet are probably too fat for them. But yeah, my feet are super tiny. And apparently, I guess there's not a ton of women out there with size 4 feet because they really don't make that many shoes for us. It's annoying. Very annoying. Because I really like shoes.
To itemize my bill.
About 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
But now I
Okay.
need you, we've got with the software people, and yesterday they
Ooh.
showed us how to send you an itemized bill. So our
Nice.
bills going forward will be itemized.
So you can actually, they
You
can
know.
itemize in the software.
Yes, yes.
But obviously, Mary didn't know that. But you guys already figured
I
it out.
can't see what happened before. I just said you
Understandable.
wanted to know.
Understandable. Okay.
Yes.
So you'll actually be able to print it off. You're going
Yes.
to print it off
Yeah.
on every single bill for every
Yeah.
single resident.
Now,
Everything's going
this
to be
time we had
itemized.
to take, a couple minutes to do it ourselves.
This is a prior. Once you close the
Yeah, I
the
bet.
billing, it won't allow you to go back and change anything.
Okay.
Okay, so going forward, when
We
we
took
calculate
delivery.
it.
No, size 5 youth does
Okay.
not fit me.
So can you go
That's
through
way
the
too big.
breakdown with me?
Sure.
Look
Okay.
at this. Look at this. This is incredible.
It's $24 for the first 2,000 gallons.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then after that, it's sort of prorated. It's $6 per
They're tiny.
1,000 gallons after your initial 2,000. Okay, so what the system did is it's $6, and then we divided it by the 100 where we got the point, and then we multiplied it by your number of gallons
Oh, well, hello. Welcome, new sub, Nicolina. Nicolina? So nice to see you here.
over.
590.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then that's where you got your breakdown.
So 2754.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
So just in case you need to check, I can double check, we have a calculator.
Guys,
Is this the one that was
Two?
sent? No,
Yes.
the Levy County Sheriff took, or this
No,
is it?
that was another one that was sent. that
This
was
is
thrown in
another
the
one.
Two and a
package.
half.
Oh wow! So 2 were sent. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Well,
do have a calculator
kids.
just in case. Okay, so this is the schoolhouse.
Yeah, that is the schoolhouse.
Okay.
Now, before we can work on the ranch, we have a question because I can't tell. I don't see a payment
Really?
system for the prior. Okay, we show that you have.
guys. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why did that just happen? Did it like, and it says I'm on Wi-Fi, but I'm not on Wi-Fi. How do I turn off my Wi-Fi? Because I'm hooked into the wall. Okay, now it's gone. I don't understand why that happens. So annoying. Size 1? Oh my goodness. That's very tiny. Lagging. Yeah, lagging. Because it like, I don't know what that thing's called, but yeah. I froze with my mouth open. No. So annoying. I don't know why that happens. Like every once in a while, it tells me in the StreamYard thing that it's on 15 and a half. $13. Yeah, I got to figure that out, JD, because I don't know why. I specifically am hooked into the wall, and yet on StreamYard, it tells me every once in a while like it's on Wi-Fi, which is crazy. Thank you, Peter, for not taking a picture. Oh, cool, Zero. I will look at that.
This balance is all of the late fees that
Okay.
that
Okay.
Mary was charging.
Yeah,
me,
we weren't
okay?
sure, so we figured we'd ask you.
Now, $10 of that is a late fee that I was charging the town of Otter Creek because Mary wasn't
no.
getting the bills to me in town and in time. And I got so frustrated with her continuing to send me late fees that I went and sent a late fee to the town of Otter Creek because
Oh,
the bills
no.
weren't even getting to me on time. So $10 of that $25.81 is me refusing to pay it, saying that I'm charging Otter Creek.
Oh,
So really, I think it's $15.81. So it was just me giving them a dose of their own medicine.
And
So
they,
then that bill should only be $24.
Yeah, this is correct. So
Wait, so this is my
This is your
ranch.
the
Yes.
ranch is
One-
$24 because you only use 500 gallons, which is the residential
Which-
rate of 2,000 up
Hmm?
to 2,000
I
gallons.
don't know.
Wait, hold a second. My mind's blown right now. I just lost my hat. You're charging me a residential rate for the ranch now.
Because you are a house, you're not a commercial.
I'm sorry, Sharon.
That was one of my questions because I was going to ask you guys. Mary has me in the system as commercial. That's been my fight the entire time. And I think that's the same
John.
bill. It is. This is the same bill. Mary had me in the system,
Cynthia,
commercial,
hi.
even though I told her I'm a residential property. What about the school, though? Do you guys want to
Oh,
charge that
okay.
as commercial?
Right now, until things are straightened out, we're going
I don't
forward
see the white
and doing
lights.
the right thing. Okay, the right thing is to charge you what is actually due at the ranch.
Okay.
We're not going to touch the school, and we're going to leave it as is until things get straightened out.
There will be, we're in the process
Yes.
of redoing a resolution because what we found is the ordinance that was wrote doesn't even jive with the billing system.
Whoa. Wait, hold a second. I have to a little bit. I'm a little hard of hearing. What was that?
The ordinance that was wrote does not jive with the billing system. So they were charging based on a meter size, supposedly in the ordinance. But when you go into the billing system, it was categorized as residential and commercial and only had two different meter sizes listed. So none of what they said ever jived and made any sense.
Okay, they wrote a resolution that made no sense whatsoever. That they couldn't
Except when
even
my Wi-Fi's off.
implement with their software program to bill the people.
Very annoying.
Correct.
Okay, in your opinion, why did they even write that resolution for the water?
There's only one reason they could have, and it would be based on somebody's 2-inch line.
2-inch line.
I
Okay,
mean, there was never a problem before or a distinction of meter size until somebody put in a different size. I mean, that's
it's the only thing.
basic deduction there.
Okay, so I have another question. When I initially challenged Mary on the billing, she tried to charge me $50, even though
Hello.
the rest of the town was paying $22.50 per 4,000 gallons at that point. Okay, and I know
Oh my
the
God,
gallon
you're
size has
6'4".
changed and everything. And I asked Mary specifically, who else has a 2-inch line? Is anybody else in the town paying a 2-inch line fee?
At this time, we can't answer that until things get straight. That is
Yeah, we
another
have to
one
do
that
more
we're
research,
investigating.
but I have yet
Yeah,
to
that's happening
find
to me all the
that. So
time.
we're still looking, so I don't want to give a definite answer, but I have yet to see that.
We're not trying to just blow it off. We can't honestly answer that.
I'm not
especially 'cause
okay
we're
with the
only
way
in this
things were
position.
done by any means, and that's why it's going to be rewritten. It's not going to be based on meter size. It's not going to be based on zoning. There's a few factors that need to be changed, and I'm working on that for the next meeting. I'm also going to be reviewing your past bills to get those corrected because that's not right. It wasn't the right practice.
Oh my goodness.
Advocacy
So we're in the
edition.
process of
What is
reviewing
this?
those, and by the next meeting, we'll have an update on that for you.
So you're going to go back through all of my history and look at everything that I had already paid.
Yes, because it was illegal.
Wow.
Nothing
crazy,
jives. You can't
Flash Fan.
legally charge people fees based on an ordinance that doesn't even jive with your billing system. So
What about that meter? When the town charged me 2,300.
we are also looking into
Yes,
that as
we
well,
are.
and we will get back to you on that. So that's in the current phase.
There are a lot of things we're trying to straighten out, and
Yes.
if everyone's going to have to be patient, we can't give you answers right yet.
Okay,
Yes,
bye.
I'll give you an answer because I'm gonna be wrong until I find the
Yeah.
paperwork.
I like to be correct on everything before.
I think
say
that's a good
whatever.
idea.
Y'all, I'm so over that. Okay. Over it. Like, I used to be super sweet and nice and be like, oh, I'm sorry, Leanne. I like it. Like, see ya. Get the fuck out. Sorry.
That's absolutely a good idea.
But yeah, that's in investigation mode right now to look at all the bills, your meter, the whole package.
You're going to go all the way back to.
Like, I don't even know who you are.
initially
Why do I
put the
care?
meter in to see if they were stealing
I
money
don't.
from me. That's what I
Yes.
hear you saying.
Yes.
You're going to investigate that.
Yes.
And say, did they steal from me? From that very moment, I paid $2,300. I think it was $60 to put the meter in, and then I was overcharged.
Yes,
and
they
the
stole from you,
resolution
dude.
Went into effect that the resolution doesn't even communicate with the billing software program.
And neither does,
Yes.
yes.
We really didn't
Completely,
care at
because
all.
you, like every other person in this town, will be treated the same. And
We don't care whether you're up
Yeah.
north or, as they say, a Yankee.
Okay, so also here's my question is like, did he think that I was going to be playing like new shit from What the Hills? Like What the Hills has now like subcontracted me to start playing their new content? Obviously not. That would be insanity. Obviously, it's going to be a rerun. Not going to be anything new. If you want to see something new, go to their channel. Otherwise, you don't like my shit. You don't like What the Hills. So don't come here if you saw it in the title. And you definitely don't just watch my stuff because I've never seen you before. So why are you here? Okay. You email me. Before you heard I said size 4, you emailed me. Where did you email me? Oh, I hope it wasn't at that email listed on my thing because I actually can't get into that. But I'll post my email in the chat.
If you own property here, you are Otter Creek, and you will all be treated the same.
Wow.
Fair is fair.
Fair is, this is all I've asked
It's
for.
true.
This
Fair
is
is
literally
fair, and
all
the
I've
law
asked
is the
for.
law,
I'm about to
so-
cry. I'm about to cry.
Aw.
Play that
We have some
song.
tissues.
You found some tissues here. I'm tearing up a little bit here because I've gotten tired of, wow, okay, I'm being treated fairly for once in Otter Creek. This is actually, I've spent thousands of dollars to get to this point. Wow, wow. Yeah, man, if I could actually hug them right now in a town office, I would, but that's not allowed.
Is it not?
So ultimately, I owe you how much
I
money?
can get
now?
it.
Okay, so are you going to combine the 2 bills in one
Yeah,
check? or
no,
2
we'll
checks?
just do one check.
I
We'll do
lost
one check. Wow.
my
And
live
ultimately,
chat.
We'll probably be getting it back.
Look at that. Okay, so they're serious. They're going to go back all
48.
the way to the beginning.
$48.
I owe you $48. You guys are going to go all the way back to the beginning.
Yes.
My goodness. My goodness. Okay. I did bring the checkbook and the ordinance. I did bring a copy of the ordinance, but it sounds like you guys are all over things. So this is the illegal ordinance that they're referring to.
Mhm.
That's number 2021-05. That was the 5th ordinance in 2021 that was adopted. And Laura Mott was the mayor at that point in time. And
Not a
Mary
good
was
look,
obviously
Laura.
the
Not a
town
good
clerk.
look.
So with that all being said, you're working on changing the ordinance right now.
Yeah, including the deposit, because in reviewing another resolution that they did to change the deposits, they made a residential deposit of $200. and a
Thank you,
commercial
Flash
one
Fan. I
of
appreciate
$500.
that.
That is very excessive in my opinion. So I want to revise that as well.
So I've got follow-up questions. First of all, I want to say how thrilled I am. This is a completely and totally,
Here's the thing, though, JD fan. If we're going to an island, I might want on that flight. So we got to rename it because if it's an island, I want on.
different atmosphere in a different office under different leadership, and everything does rise and fall from leadership, and you're seeing it already. You're seeing it in the building, but you're seeing it in the town. So this has been a 3-year battle for me, just continuing to say do the right thing, do the right thing. I have yet to have to say do the right thing to these individuals, these lovely residents of Otter Creek. They're just doing it on their own. So this is a moment for me that has been 3 years in the making. So with the resolution, when do you think you'll have that resolution, the new resolution in place? Although I know you have so much going on.
I hope to be presenting that at the next meeting.
Oh, wow. You don't waste any time, do you?
That, we were talking about that before you came in. We're already in, there's so many other resolutions that we're working on now to go before the board.
Oh,
Even when I leave this office, I'm still taking.
okay. You can't hear me like when I'm talking when the thing's going because that makes sense because I don't have the settings correct. But can you hear them? I would come to Kodiak, Alaska. I would. Thank you, T. Underwood. Yeah, I have been on like a few. Well, I've been on MG, and the other night I was on Shizzy. Okay, cool. I'm glad y'all can hear everything. Do y'all know, because I haven't watched like the updates lately, do y'all know what happened with, oh, I forgot his name. It's not Zem, maybe? You know, remember the other day whenever they were about to have the town hall meeting and they said like he might have had a stroke or a heart attack, and then I haven't been following up. So, oh, the video is really soft. Okay, so I got to add that like booster back to it. I hate the update. You're glad I met Danielle? Danielle was super, like, I've met Danielle before, like, on stream, but, like, the other day I talked to her, and she is very cool. I really appreciate her. Seriously appreciate her. She's a very good human. I know the office is so organized. I was shocked. Zem. Oh, it was a trapped nerve. Oh, dude, I feel like I have a pinched nerve at the moment, and it's terrible. Nope, I'm not making a single dime from it. I am pro bono. 100% pro bono.
Notes all evening long of what I'm doing. I never actually leave this office.
Okay, so let me be completely and openly transparent with you. The records request lawsuit
Dead? Who's
is
dead?
specifically based on gathering information to see what the town was doing illegally, what they were doing illegally, and the things that they were supposed to
did.
do that they weren't doing, which is illegal. And one of the first lawsuits was going to be based off of the illegal resolution,
Them.
which specifically targeted me as a resident. So that resolution, and I'm stating this in my opinion, but I think it's backed up here. That resolution was put in place specifically because I challenged Mary on lying about the rates. And then while I was gone for the winter, they put it in place under Laura Mott, and it targeted me as an individual. From my understanding, I am the only individual that paid a different rate than anybody else in Otter Creek. Am I correct in that?
As far as
From what we can tell right now,
yes.
yes. That's why your this month's billing is done adjusted manually, because I can't go back and change a bill because the period's closed.
And according to the ordinance, it wasn't even based on a 2-inch pipe. It was based on a
I
1-inch
know.
pipe. So that didn't even line up. So
Thanks, Jan.
So the next lawsuit, so as my legal team works with me, it was all the resolutions and all the information. I have information record requested, every text, every phone call, every email that has to do with me, my water, everything, every single thing. That is part of the lawsuit for the information. And the next lawsuit was going to be over the water. You're correcting all of this.
yeah, I don't stand for mistreatment of people, no matter who you are.
We want to treat you like I want to be treated. If I'm
Exactly.
on the, and I'm on the other side.
I've
of that
been on
desk.
the other side. I've had my own problems with the past people, and several people in this town have, and I don't stand for it.
So now the question is, do I move forward to fight that resolution, or you're correcting? I mean, you're literally telling me you're going to have it corrected next month.
Yes.
So I have this, and this is a very bold question. This is a very bold question. If I don't pursue that, are you internally pursuing measures to keep those people who did those things, Mary DeGroot, Laura Mott, Russell Meeks, accountable for those who did those things? So I guess what I would feel better, and you don't have to answer, I'm just asking, I would feel a whole lot better if I knew internally that something was going to happen and they were going to be held accountable versus me having to take them to court. Is my question clear?
Yeah, I can tell you any information that I find that is not on level will be turned over to anybody and everybody that I feel it needs to be turned over to see.
Well, John, I am part of a group that that defends protesters pro bono always. So they are not going to pay. We appreciate protesters because I'm not going out there to protest and get thrown in jail because I thought about it for a second, and then my dad pointed out that like a hospital trip would be painful, obviously, but also I have a child, and going to jail for over 24 hours is not really practical for me. So, you know, it's great that other people will protest, like whatever the situation is. Whenever I feel the need, like when I'm like, oh man, I'm so mad, I want to go protest, and I can't do it anymore because I have a child. I mean, I could do it, but like it wouldn't be smart. And so it's great that other people do it.
What actions they will take on it.
And you've already started that process?
Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, literally, if that's the case, I don't feel like if it's in your hands now under your leadership, I don't feel like I need to pursue anything as far as water. We still have the records request lawsuit, but I don't feel like I really need to pursue anything further in regards to water. You're correcting it right here in front of me, and you're telling me a legal resolution will replace the illegal resolution that targeted me by, like, we're talking 3 weeks, right? Next meeting is like in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Man, time flies.
When you're having fun.
Well, a peaceful march on UT would be considered a protest, and you would be subject to a violent arrest.
My goodness. Okay.
Doing the right thing is fun.
I don't foresee that George and I need to pursue anything further with the water issue. You guys have corrected it. All I need to do is pay you, even if you are going to give me money back. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. Okay.
And I'm going to give you a history.
I'm getting a history lesson now too.
Daniel, you're not a what the hills person, huh? I feel like you just came over the other day on that chick. Yeah, you are going to have to go back and catch up on these. This is a crazy story. If a protest involves criminal trespass, well, here's the thing, Mads, is that protests always involve criminal trespass because that's the way that the government decides to. I mean, that's how they're going to stop you from protesting. The only thing they can do is claim criminal trespass. So every single time there's a protest and somebody gets arrested, it's for criminal trespass. Oh man, I'm sorry, Audio Coffee. Pick your battles. Exactly. So I pick mine. Yeah, except that well, it's true that they could get a public defender, right? Yeah, so they wouldn't have to hire anybody anyway, but the group of attorneys that do this are not public defenders. They are private attorneys that are volunteering their time.
Is it my history of my bills?
Yes.
May I borrow a pen?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So Belinda's giving me a history. I'm gonna get a personal history here. I am late paying my bill.
Due to the
Unless you've been told to disperse and then you don't disperse and then they can claim criminal trespass. Well, I mean, if it's like just the sidewalk, like the sidewalk that's not like in the middle of any property, then I guess. But then they can probably claim like then they would claim obstruction of highway or passageway. That's what they would say. They would say, people couldn't get past the sidewalk because you were on it. Big Johnson's here? I didn't see Big John. Hey! Hi! How are you? Yeah, it's okay. So all you need to know in this situation is what we're watching right now is just a corrupt town that stole from Jeremy Hales, and this is the new mayor. And she comes in and she's like a godsend. She's gone now though. So I don't know, maybe back to some corruption. I really don't know yet. I don't know that they like have an official mayor at the moment, but really we're talking about the protest happening around the country. And I'm a criminal defense attorney and I've been representing the protesters, which is a hot topic. I know. What do they call it? Is it a hot take or something like that? What do the people on social media say?
state of the office, we are waiving all late fees.
Oh, I
I
think
did
they were
announce
way more
that in the
violent.
last
Yes.
council meeting, and I am late paying my bill. I did not know I would get a bill, and so I didn't bring my checkbook. And again, the only way truly to pay your bill here in Otter Creek currently is through check, money order, or cash.
so weird.
I won't pay a bill in cash. There has to be a paper trail for my CPA. So you guys are waiving that late fee. I did spend extra fees just to come and see you. So if that makes anybody feel any better,
We're worth the flight.
you absolutely are worth the flight. Okay. Let's see. Make it out to the town of Otter Creek.
Please.
Okay, town of Otter Creek. And that was $48 I owe you?
Yes.
Okay. My goodness, this has been an incredible experience.
Jeremy, my mother would die with the way you hold the pen, though. My mom was like a first grade teacher or something. And so she's like ridiculous about pen placement. So ridiculous about it. Hello, Wyatt. Who was too high on the mushrooms? I mean, mushrooms can be
This is the
therapeutic,
easiest
guys.
bill I've ever paid in this office. All right. $48. You know, I flew here just to pay this bill, right?
The dino's cute.
Oh my goodness, where is it? She's hitting that is easy.
That is our staples.
That's perfect. Oh my goodness. I literally flew here just
It's
to
a
pay this
soundboard.
bill.
That's what you said.
Not a joke. Not a joke. Okay. I gotta record that there. Check number 178.
Okay, Otter Creek.
You make a good point,
I'm
Deborah.
gonna have to take a picture of it and scan
Make a
it.
good point.
So you guys are probably
Do you want me
using.
to make a copy?
I won't need a copy. I always had Mary make one, but I won't need one. So this is the actual. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's the history.
That's your history?
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm
Wow.
sorry. You're right. Thank
You
you.
guys got it
That-
all.
I'm sorry, Big
Okay.
Johnson.
So what I'll do here
Wait, how do I do that?
is that's
I
my
forgot.
file for the lawsuit just for the water. I just
Hold
need to take a picture of this. So what I do is I use QuickBooks for all my accounting, and let me rephrase that.
There we go.
My CPA uses
That has to
QuickBooks
tell
for all
me
the accounting.
every time.
And then what happens
time.
is I go into an app. It's called Client Portal right here, and every single
Thank you, Zach.
penny that I spend, everything has to be accounted for. So what I'm doing right now is I'm scanning the bill and the check, and then it goes into the program, and then I put right in here, I put it as a receipt. I'm going to put water bill, and then my CPA knows exactly where it's allocated for. And now it's going to upload. It just uploads like that. There it goes. Done deal. And then I can hand the check over, and then I have this.
Would you like also a computer receipt?
You can do that too.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Also, I don't really know cursive anymore. Honestly, I don't. Like, I could never teach my daughter cursive because I don't even know I don't know. Wait, what? I've definitely missed a bunch of this, but Zach, thanks. Thanks for looking out. I thought it was illegal to protest by blocking roads, and yet it keeps happening. Who's blocking roads? Sometimes you have to take it to the road whenever they kick you out of everywhere else. I mean, and also that's like a great, oh my God, you guys. I have great protest stories about Panama where my brother lives. Like, I am definitely like your worst nightmare kind of liberal. And I'm like, oh yeah, everybody should protest. Everybody take to the streets. So I was super excited when I got to Panama to visit my brother, and he and his friend were like, oh, they were talking about like how terrible the protests had been, and like, how it had shut down the whole city and you couldn't get anywhere. And I was like, my friend and I were there, and I was like, I looked at her and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I hope we see a protest like that. Like, that's so great that they do that here. Well, day like 14, when it was time to get back to my baby daughter, I encountered one of those awesome protests where they shut down the entire highway, and it's Panama. So there was one way in and one way out. You could do nothing when they shut down the highway. When they shut down the highway, they shut it down for days and days and days and days, and you could not get around. And I will just say, I might have changed my mind that day. I definitely changed my mind. I couldn't get home, and I was supposed to like leave the country, and I couldn't. And I just had to keep changing my flight and changing my flight and change. It was annoying.
Every time I get a water bill,
Do the,
pay a bill in cash. It has to be.
We already know that.
please.
Goodness, where is it? Bill.
That's what you said.
Not a joke. Not a joke. Okay, I gotta record that there. Check number 178.
So yeah, don't go to Panama.
Okay, Otter Creek. I am gonna have to take a picture of it and scan it. So you guys are probably
Do you want me
using.
to make a copy?
I won't need a copy. I always had.
Oh,
Mary make
really?
one, but I won't need one. So this is the actual. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's the history.
That was my nephew.
Wow.
He's
You
not
guys got
born
it
yet,
all. Okay. So what I'll do
but he's
here
going to be.
is that's my file for the lawsuit just for the
And I'm
water.
super excited.
I just need to take a picture of this. So what I do is I use QuickBooks for all my accounting, and let me rephrase that. My CPA uses QuickBooks for all the accounting, and then what happens is I go into an app.
No,
It's called
don't block
Client Portal
I-35.
right here, and every single penny that I spend, everything has to be accounted for. So what I'm doing right now is I'm scanning the bill and the check, and then it goes into the program, and then
I mean, I can
put
read 'em.
right in here. I put it as a receipt. I'm going to put water bill, and then my CPA
Same.
knows exactly
Big Johnson, same.
where it's allocated for. And now it's going to upload. It just uploads like that. There it goes. Done deal.
And then I can hand the check over.
Okay, thank you.
And then I have this.
Would you like also a computer receipt?
You could do that too.
Oh yeah.
What? You guys have figured out everything in this office.
We're in the
Like-
process of looking into the billing online. Is what
Oh my,
we
there's a
said.
receipt right there. Belinda, oh my goodness.
Online
So
billing.
you're gonna do online? You're gonna do online
Yeah, we're in the
payments?
process of looking.
Well,
into
as
that.
looking at the software, we found the software where you
Yeah,
can set it up.
it's all been.
That's
The software's in there
It's
too?
all been here.
Oh, you got to
So,
be kidding me.
So with the manual, you have to call. We'll have to
Get a little training going on.
and how to set it up. But yep, you should be able to do your ACH payments.
I don't know. That kind of saddens me a little bit. I like flying down here to see them.
Well, you can still you don't have to do that. You can just say, oh.
I'm like, all right,
Slow.
let's jump on a flight. Wow. So the entire time the program did all of this, I'm saying this. They're not saying that. Mary had no clue how to use the program. So Belinda comes in, Therese comes
Oh,
in,
white.
Deanna comes in. They've gotten the
White
place cleaned
blood
up,
cell, red blood
figured
cell.
out. It's a whole new atmosphere. This is an entire new atmosphere here in Otter Creek. And for the first time, I feel like there's hope, there's health, there's healing. It's an incredible place to be.
Daniel, where are you? Where are you located? Because I'm in Texas and they definitely haven't been closing down the highway yet here. I mean, they've been protesting for sure. Wait, I want to remove this. I want to remove this. We've only been going for an hour and 7 minutes. Why does it feel like so much longer? And What the Hills video hasn't come out yet. That doesn't come out for a whole 30 more minutes. Damn it. And did I close this? Whose dogs? Oh, they did it in Chicago like recently? That's cool, I guess. Yeah, true. But if you're the one that hits, you're probably gonna be charged and you will probably go to prison. So don't do that. PSA, I am a criminal defense attorney. Don't run over people. You will go to prison. No one can stop you. Okay, so we just did. Yeah, okay. Now I know which one we're going to do. Oh, this one. Wait, what? This doesn't seem possible. The next one in this, no, that's not possible. The next one is called. Yeah, you still can't run over Daniel. I'm sorry. You still can't do it. I mean, you can if you want, but I'm just saying that like you might not get off of it. If you're in Houston, the DA will just release you on a bond. Maybe. I mean, I'm not saying that like you won't get released on a bond. I'm just saying that like you're probably going to be convicted. I mean, in Austin, you'll probably get released on a bond too. And then you'll be able to run. Okay, so the next one in this thing says like corrupt mayor removed. But how is that possible when we just saw the new mayor was there? Huh? Explain that to me. Explain it, guys. Explain it. Yeah, not legal advice. Not legal advice. Even though I just said I'm a criminal defense attorney, so take that. Wait, why is Zach mad? Zach's always mad. Zach is always mad. I think he's pretend mad though. Okay, remove this from the screen. Stop screen. No. I love how I have to like talk it through out loud if I'm going to get it right. Okay, good, good, good. Look at this. Everything's going correctly. So you know I'm going to mess it up.
I feel like I'm in the presence of a celebrity.
I didn't
the
even
new
push
mayor
anything.
of Otter Creek, cleaning up corruption on a
No.
daily basis. And honestly,
I know it was referring to Russell, but I was confused because like Madam Mayor's already in office at this point. So it's just confusing to me.
healing this town. Madam Mayor Therese, think of this like the interview that you've done with Channel 20. You've also talked to reporters for the Chiefland Citizen. What the Hills is just another media platform. Are you good with answering some questions today?
Yeah.
Okay. I promise not to ask easy ones. Deal?
Deal.
Okay. All right. I'm curious. You're how far into your mayorship so far?
Wow, it's not even been 2 weeks from the 5th to the 22nd.
Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild?
Seems like much longer.
Oh, I'm sure it does. So, how many hours have you put into this so far? 2 weeks. You were roughly around 2 weeks, not yet at 2 weeks. How many hours are you putting into this whole town? Could we call it a circus?
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
We're cleaning up the circus.
Huh.
I would say about 48 hours a week
And
in office. When I go home, I'm still doing things.
we're only paying you $125 a month.
Yeah, I think that equates to 62 cents an hour.
All right, 62 cents an hour. If I was on the council, I promise.
Yeah, Dan, imagine if you were a truck driver in Panama. Literally, their highways get closed down for weeks at a time. They just like cannot go anywhere. They can't get through. They just have to sleep in their trucks and it's so annoying. And I should have known when I saw like vehicles coming the wrong direction, like in the shoulder. And I still didn't know. And I just kept on driving. And I'm like, oh, okay, everything's fine. And then I got to like, you know, where all of traffic was stopped. And I noticed that there were people like walking along the sides with ice chests and they were selling like snacks and drinks out of their ice chests. That should have been my next clue. Nope. 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 But finally, my brother talked to like truck drivers and was like, hey, what's going on? And they were like, yeah, you're not getting through for a long time. And it was so depressing. So depressing. It was so upsetting. Don't do it.
I would, I'd be making a motion to give you a raise. But we both know I'm not on the council. So I'm curious with working with the new council, the 2 weeks that you've been in this process
Wait,
now,
why?
what have been, let's say, your top 3 biggest challenges?
The first challenge I would say is other council members who are not willing to help serve the people in the town in the proper way. It seems like a bunch of roadblocks in getting things done
Roadblocks?
that should have been done throughout the years. And that's one of the huge challenges is all throughout the years, nothing was ever done to keep us current with the times. So you're stepping into something that's a huge, huge mess. And you have all these things coming at you with critical timelines for funding and all these things that you have to deal with first. And a lot of people don't see all those little things where the previous people dropped the ball on and they had to answer for 5 different things and just let it slide. So we're missing out getting different revenue funding and which has been resolved and immediately as soon as I found out. But there's all different things that they dropped the ball on, things with zoning and planning, just a lot of different things. So those get your first attention. So although there's so many things like a website and changing locks and dealing with the park and the library, those are kind of on the back burner, but the locks not so much. But the library and the park are more on the back burner for things that need to get done. The website is also important, but that was on the back burner. There's just a lot of things at once that they never did. So it's just critical to get the first things done.
It's a bad idea
right now on the website, and all the ordinances were left undone for so long that they're way back in the times. It would almost be easier if you were starting the town right now and just moving forward, but you have to clean up all the loose ends and that takes more time. It's like restoring an old house that's in the historic district and you have to do everything a certain way and it costs more money than just building a house fresh. So that has been a huge challenge, but it would be great if the people that were elected to the board were serving the people in the right way so that we could all be moving forward. I mean, it seems a little silly to worry about equipment that should have been thrown away so many years ago.
Yeah, that was
Is that all
annoying.
the equipment I'm seeing back there?
It's not all of it. There's actually some more still from the other building.
And do y'all remember? I don't know if I played it, but I'm pretty sure I did. When they were like, oh no, who was it, Russ? Why can you comment on protesters now? Go ahead. Do it. Brandon, just do it. Oh my God. Okay, that when man, I really wish I had those TN 620s though. You think it's too late to ask for them? I'll take them. I will take those. But yeah, he was like, oh, I think we need to have like an inventory of this. Don't just throw it out. I need to see what's getting thrown out. No, it wasn't Russ. I think it was Dawn, maybe. Or maybe it was Russ, but it was annoying nonetheless. It was like stuff that needed to be thrown out a long time ago. Yeah, I need wiggles. I do need some wiggles or something cute, you know, for like a, hey, we got a super chat. But we don't have that here. Also, this is weird. We also, oh, we don't have private chat or anything like that, apparently. I don't know why. Oh, because I don't have a guest.
That are really old,
Duh.
completely yellowed. They're so old that it's just complete
Duh.
trash.
There's more.
But there's more, and that should have been dealt with all this time. And it's a roadblock to have to wait for the next meeting to get a decision on it. But that is what it is. I would just hope in the future that everybody who
Oh my God, my soundboard has been wiped out. What the heck? You guys. Just kidding, it's not. I don't know what happened, but I got it back.
was elected to be on this board would think more about the people in this town and what they're doing to obstruct us from moving forward. If you don't want to be on the board serving people, don't.
Step down, right? I mean, really.
Completely, because there's other people in this town that would love to take the spot and go forward and doing positive things.
So my original question is, what are the three biggest challenges?
Tammy.
And I'm going to summarize your statement. It's working with a
Hi,
council
Dan.
that doesn't want to really work for the people. And it's cleaning up a mess that was left behind, and it's prioritization of projects.
Yes,
So would that be a good summary?
it would.
Okay, so follow-up question on your prioritization of projects. There's so much to do, in my opinion, that hasn't been done yet. We just saw all the old equipment that should have been discarded years and years and years and years ago. How do you, as a mayor in your leadership, how do you prioritize what's the first, what gets second, what gets third? You know, what are the immediate needs? What are the we can wait and hey, we're going to delegate?
I have to put the things that are costing us money up front, like the loss of revenue for certain deadlines or lawsuits. All those things need to come first because that's a loss of money. And any deadlines that are pertinent for any legal things, that obviously comes first. And then
Okay, I don't know what that was, Matt, but I'm not even putting it on the screen.
I don't sleep as much as I should, I guess. And I just keep writing notes and working on things because it's a huge challenge that I would like to complete. So for me, I'll just keep my plate full and dish it out until it's done.
So if I can summarize what you said at the last town hall meeting, it was, I don't
Okay.
sit, I do.
What did
And
he
I was
say?
like, yeah. I went crazy. Like internally, I wanted to scream.
No, it's true. So some of them do not, right? I've seen that, definitely. I've seen that. And they're like, hey, so what are your demands? And they're like, I don't even know what the demands are. So that's a thing. But yeah, regardless, like they're still allowed to protest. Even if you don't know what you're protesting, you're still allowed to protest. It's true. We live in America. You are still allowed to protest, even if you don't know why. Hilarious. But yeah, just because you're protesting doesn't mean you're pro Hamas. Just saying.
Like I was in a stadium and my team just won. Like I was like, oh my goodness, that's the mayor that Otter Creek needs. And as such, I think the residents are even more now seeing how badly they needed you and your leadership. What have been some of your top 3 victories? I know it's only been less than 2 weeks, but top 3 victories.
I have.
thus far.
CJ, I have.
One, just getting in here and seeing the mess and being
You
able
are.
to straighten out the water
allowed
billing system, to add an itemized breakdown to give people the proper
Oh
notice
my
of their
God.
bills. That to me was a huge.
Brandon, I'm going to send you a picture of my daughter. Like, I'm not sure why you brought her into it, but while we're on it, she's totally in it. So you're right there a little bit. I have the cutest picture to send you. She is like 100% in on the protesting. And she's like, let's go, boys, booze, megaphones, and poster board on me. You're so annoying. she's totally in on the protesting, and she's like, "Mommy, I have to train you tomorrow. I don't think you're prepared for this." Because I told her I was like, gonna be assisting in helping the protesters. She thought I meant like in actual protesting, and she had seen the videos, and she's like, "You're not ready for this, Mommy. I got to train you, superhero training." And so she, as who is she? She's Wonder Woman. She's got a Woman costume and everything, and she's like, well, I'm not going to say it in here. I'll tell you. I'm going to send you a picture of her. It's so cute, and I'll tell you what she says. Not saying it in public because everyone will be like, "You're such a bad mom for letting your kid say that." Guilty.
thing. Just even looking at the ordinances and seeing how old they are and to get to start working on those, and even knowing people's pay scales. And I do believe some of them are not being paid the right amount, which will be addressed at the next meeting as well. But it's just that there's just been so many things that have been bothering me
French
sitting
fries.
on the other side and not being able to do, and the whole town being shut down and quieted over the years, and being able to finally act for myself as well as everyone else. That is exciting.
So
Is this something to do with hobbits? I don't know what the Shire is. Should I know that? Because I don't. I also don't know anything about hobbits.
So if I understand you correctly, there's light now where there was darkness before.
Yes.
And you literally are shedding light. Really, you got the key and you came into the office, and then I mean the lights were actually on. Not because Russell paid the bill for the lights, but the lights were still on, and now you're sharing that light with the people where they've been kept in the dark for so long.
Right.
Okay, so that would be victory number one. There's light now where there was
Yes,
darkness.
protesters from
What would you
UT.
consider victory number two?
Yes, Daniel.
We may not be there yet. I mean, I don't want you to push something out there that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's actually just having stuff in place, because there's so many things right now that are in place and being worked on. So the victory hasn't been achieved yet, but it's in the process, in the works. So that's exciting in itself. It almost feels like a victory just to have it in the process.
Can I add a victory?
Sure.
All right, here's a victory I want to add. This is from my perception, okay? A victory I want to add is that the people, the residents of Otter Creek, are rallying around to help each other. And you see that in town hall. You've got volunteers in town hall. You've got people who are videoing the corruption now. It's nothing now to see somebody with a camera in Otter Creek, and there goes Russ, and there goes whatever's happening. So there's been an outpouring of volunteerism, and there's been an outpouring of helping one another, that good percentage of the residents. And I often have said this, 95% of the residents here are the sweetest, most loving, most giving, most generous. They are beautiful, beautiful people. The problem was the 5%. And part of that 5% has been removed from the office.
Yes.
And so that's in my words, but I want to share that with you as a victory that I think you can be proud of, because that doesn't happen without the appropriate leadership. Under Russell's leadership, everybody was kept in the dark. No one was allowed to do anything. Under your leadership, town hall is literally open right now. I'm sitting in here in a chair with you. This would never have happened with Russell.
Right.
Ever.
I love discussion. I love people getting involved. Everyone has something to contribute, even if the end decision didn't have to do with what they contributed in advice or suggestions.
Okay, so she said, "Mommy, we gotta train, and tomorrow I'm going up to UT and I'm gonna punch those cups in the face." That's what she said. That is what she said. And I said, "Oh my God, you're my daughter." Criminal defense attorney.
It still was taken in.
I know y'all hate
That's
it.
Very nice.
Somebody just called in a question.
Probably.
Yeah.
And it's been nice, even the support from all over the world. I even spoke to someone from Germany. So it's just been nice that everybody is supporting it, giving useful suggestions from all over. That helps tremendously, just to know people are in support of you and what you're doing, because it is long days and it gets mentally tiring at the end of the day. And you wonder if you accomplished enough, because you come in here wanting to do so many things. At the end of the day, there's a lot of road.
Shave the wheels?
No good, or different things throughout the day that you wonder if you got enough done. Because I like to see a lot of results at the end of the day. So I'm a little bit harder on myself. So it's just very nice having everybody's support.
All right, let's talk about that support. You literally have the world rallying around you and your leadership right now. That's got to feel good.
It does.
Okay. We also know people are fickle. I mean, I'm just going to share this from my own personal experience as a public figure. People can love you one moment, the next moment they can hate you. So
Sure
be
did.
ready for that, okay? Because they're going to hate me right
No,
now.
I told her, I was like, "Girl, you don't want to punch cops in the face because you'll be violently arrested." And then I showed her the injuries of the people who got arrested. And I was like, "See, bad idea." bad idea. And she's like, yeah, and I'm really little, so I would get extra hurt. And I was like, yeah, you would. You would, kid. Even Wonder Woman cannot punch cops in the face, unfortunately. I hated to crush her dreams, but somebody's got to do it.
Now for what I'm about to say. If you don't mind, I just want to address Madam Mayor's fans, okay? I know you have an
Pretty
outpouring
much.
of love for Therese and what she's doing. And every phone call, every email, while it's appreciated, you can hear how tremendously busy she is. She's
Unfortunately,
been
John.
handed literally a dump. And she's had to go
Sometimes.
through and find the gems. And so every phone call, every email, every you name it, while it's I'm sure it feels great internally, that takes more time from her daily responsibilities. So this is where they're going to hate me. I'm going to
Wait, what? You watched one video on either Legal Vices or MG Law that someone was interviewing it. Who was interviewing an older woman, and what were they talking about? Was MG interviewing the person, or was Legal Vices interviewing the person? And what was this in reference to? True, bad duck. It's true that they don't suck, but sometimes when they're following orders, that sucks. And like yeah, I mean, sometimes what they're doing really sucks. And if I were a cop in that situation, I would not follow the orders and I would get fired. But I'm also a bit of a rebel. Oh man. It's true. Lots of them. She has lots of lawyers in the family. So many.
encourage all the fans and the followers. If you want to jump on the Spotlight of Otter Creek Facebook page, you can share your outpouring of love there. That's pretty much that's a better appropriate place, because when she has downtime, if she says, well, you know what, I want to go check out that Facebook page,
Y'all are
then she
crazy.
can go there and look at all that encouragement. But what we don't want to do is pull her away or distract her with all of the tremendous amount of things and priorities and projects that have to be accomplished in such a timely manner. You have to remember, Russell locked this building for over 2 months.
Oh.
Nothing got done. And
Okay.
then all the mess was transferred over. And everything is on a timely basis. This has to be done at this time. This has to be done at this time. This has to be done at this time. Right now, you're thinking, well, Jeremy, aren't you taking her time right now? Yes, I am. I can't believe she's not kicking me out. So
Seriously, Big Johnson? That sucks. Yeah, they tend to do that. They break bones.
the outpouring of love and encouragement has been wonderful. I'm going to say this. Please don't call the Town Hall of Otter Creek. Please don't email the Town Hall of Otter Creek. As a matter of fact, while you have a legal right to do a records request, I'm going to even ask that all of you who are fans who put in a records request in Otter Creek, and you went, well, I'm going to help the cause for What the Hales, or we're going to help expose the corruption.
No.
I'm going to ask that you actually withdraw that records request, because that takes more time. That takes more money. I mean, they could charge you 15 cents a page. You could be looking at thousands of dollars in fees for the records request.
She is.
And I know you had the good heart and the good intent to actually
She really
make
is.
that request, but I'm going to ask that you withdraw it so that town hall can actually work on the things that need to be worked on versus records requests when I've got that
Okay.
handled with my legal team. So they may hate me after this. Are we still good?
We are.
We're still good. Okay, we're good. All right, we're good.
And I want to say real quick, as far as the public records are concerned, we are trying to compile them. And unfortunately, they are put in so many different locations that it's been a task to compile them. But the future, I want them to be on the website when we have the website. That is what the future looks like.
I
If
haven't.
everybody would just bear with us for a little while. We will have those things available for everybody in a few clicks, but it is going to take some time because we're going through boxes and boxes of paperwork, and we have to compile
I'm not even
everything
paying
in complete
attention.
fashion before it's uploaded.
The
So
video.
we don't want incomplete versions of anything up there. I like everything to be accurate, but that is the future that we're looking to provide for everybody. So just be patient with us, please.
You mentioned the future. That's my next question. What do you envision the future of?
Oh no.
In the future, for one, we will have a website, paying your bill online, being able to see the ordinances online, having messages to the residents. The residents can go on there to ask questions if need be. I would like in the future to update our park, get some basketball hoops. Maybe I could shoot a few hoops in between emails. here and there. Maybe even putting a privacy fence down in between this property and the other so kids can utilize the park without bothering the neighbors.
Oh my God, that's
I
hilarious.
would like to get together as a community.
That is hilarious. Apparently, kids at school always tell my daughter, like, or you know how I guess kids say something like, they're going to take you to jail, which I never tell my daughter, like, you're going to go to jail for that. Because, you know, that's like a real thing in our house. Like, I have to leave often and drop her at her grandparents' house because I'm like, hey, I have to go get somebody out of jail. Or, hey, my client went to jail, you know, I got to go deal with it. And so she knows it's like a scary thing. She doesn't, like, I never try to scare her with that, but people tell her that. And so now when she's mad at me, she has started telling me she's going to throw me in jail. And I'm like, oh, really? Well, I'll just get out because I have a bar card. She finds it highly annoying, but that's hilarious. This is hilarious. I hope she didn't get thrown in jail for it.
Community and
That
set
would
up a committee to help people to clean up their yards. A lot of people are elderly and don't have the means to clean up. They want to, but they can't. So for the people that care and would like to volunteer, we can coordinate together to clean up the yards. I'd like to
Not
see
shocked.
the dogs being taken care of. I would hope that the people who own the dogs would start keeping them indoors, but if that's not the case, we'll have to go by other means to handle that. But I just see more people pitching in and working together to have a nicer town. And I want to see perhaps festivals, more places where we can have community.
Can we still sell 2-inch pipe hot dogs at dollar sales at the old schoolhouse?
Absolutely. Absolutely. People love to come together and do that. And that's another great thing. The Christmas party, all these things that were once coming back and people getting together. And that's what this town has been missing. Everybody's been divided and fighting with each other. That needs to stop. People need to come together and start enjoying each other and this town.
So you're bringing the Christmas parties back.
Oh, yes.
Woo! Darlene Hudson is going to be happy.
Oh, yes.
And I want to be a part of that. I've already shared with Darlene last December. I was like, hey, they used to give $500 for Christmas gifts for the children.
What?
The kids. And Russell took that from the budget. That's all in a town hall meeting. And Darlene said, where's the money? And now I believe you found the money. I mean, the money was being spent and misappropriated different avenues here, there, everywhere. I went up to Darlene afterwards. I was like, listen, I'll give you the $500. I'll give you more than that for kids for Christmas. And so I absolutely, I would ask and request that you allow George and I to be a part of that process. We'll do whatever we can. We'll open up the schoolhouse if that's a better venue. We'll help buy gifts. We'll do whatever we can. And we'll include you. I promise we'll include you because I know our fans are so loving and generous as well. More information to come on that. We'll do that when George and I get back down here for the winter, which will be October this year. We're planning on coming in October.
Nice.
So Christmas party is back on.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Are you playing Santa?
Am I playing? Belinda just says, am I playing Santa? Yeah. She says, no, we're going to get Doug to play Santa. He'd make a great one, and you're dressing up too as Mrs. Claus.
Only in your dreams.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Otter Creek is on the map now. This little town on the way to Cedar Key. People actually know where Otter Creek is now. And when I first came here, I never heard of Otter Creek. I'm curious, how did you end up in the Otter Creek?
I ended up here because I was working as the postal clerk. Otherwise, I didn't know anything about Otter Creek either.
So you literally had all the mail of all the different residents here.
Yes.
And so you know everybody then.
Yeah.
Everybody interacted with you. And you know where everybody lives, so really you're the go-to person. You are the appropriate person to be mayor. You have a relationship with everybody. You established it with their mail.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
incredible. Okay. So if people wanted to come and see Otter Creek, because Florida is a vacation destination, right?
I want to see Otter Creek, to be honest.
In Otter Creek.
Would it be the boat with trees growing out of it?
Yes.
Or, right now, okay, let me back up a little bit. What in the future, because we were talking about your future and how you envision, what would you like to be able to tell them, hey, these are the things you're proud of about Otter Creek?
Just being able to drive through the town and not seeing
Who's
grass
BB?
everywhere. I do hope that boat finds its way out of here.
I don't know
Maybe
who
all this
BB
rain,
is.
Let it sail. I'm not sure, but that tree might be anchoring it down.
There's like 3 trees growing in it.
That's
Do
kind
y'all?
of sad in my opinion. So I just would like people to be able to drive through the town and say, wow, this is a cute little town. And, people wave at each other and be friendly instead of driving through going, wow, look at this dump. So I just want people to be
Yikes.
able to drive through and say, I'd like to live in a cute little town.
I don't like the
this.
body
Where
slamming.
people help
honestly.
each other,
Yes.
where people are there for each other. If you go, hey, I'm out of eggs, do you have any? And you go, yeah, I've got like 5 dozen right now. How many do you want? Or, do you have a tractor?
Right.
Can
Oh
we
no,
help,
bad duck.
put gravel down?
I'm so glad that you're an IT guy instead of a cop or a prison guard. I'm a fan of firefighters. I love firefighters. Broken Baker. Oh, I thought he ended like a really long time ago, Shani. Nope. What is he even on about? Aren't they over? Are you watching Karen Reed? Yikes.
Down somewhere, or
Yeah, or somebody's tree
terrible.
fell down.
Tree
They need
fell
help
down.
cutting it up. I'd like that to be in play where everybody's just helping each other.
Yeah, Carl Hughes, one of the members of the town,
Oh,
had a good
okay.
idea, and he wants to do a community.
you're
yard
into the
sale.
Karen
And I was
Reed
like,
thing.
You know what? Do it over at the schoolhouse.
Yeah.
I think that would be incredible. Have
Okay,
the
check
community
away.
come, and then I can help promote that, and then the followers can
I
come.
think
And,
that's true.
I mean, let's face it, who doesn't love a deal? Who doesn't love a garage sale, a flea market, a thrift store? It's probably just me. But there's so many different treasures in this town.
Yeah.
So, and it just so happens the greatest treasure is people. And so it's been a blessing to actually live here.
Zach.
Needs. No town is perfect. You know that. I know that. And every town has needs. And I look at, I'm looking at even stains up here. Okay.
Ew.
So I can see a bunch of different needs. But if you were to give top 5 off the top of your head,
At least paint
top
over
5
them.
needs for
That's what I
the
do.
town, or particularly town hall, because
Brandon. Wait,
really
do I
this is
have
where your realm
there's no
is.
tornadoes here,
What
right?
would those be off the top of your head?
What?
Well, first off, is everybody
No,
has to get
Ellie.
that sound system.
Yes. Limb Walkers. Limb Walkers said that they were going to donate the sound system and set it up. Robert, Dan, you got to get out here. 3 weeks to the next town council meeting.
Yeah, for town hall alone, the internet, we need better internet
Norma.
on the website, so that's a huge need.
We know what time it comes out.
I don't know, in the future, I would like somehow to create a better table
Everybody
and
knows.
chair space in
Don't
this
tell
room,
us.
but that might be a bigger task because this whole room is,
The setup's a little off.
yeah,
With this wall, well, that's a block wall.
it's not a load bearing.
Yeah, I
It could come
agree
out.
It could come
with
out.
Johnson.
Could we actually go peek and see what's on the other side of there right now?
You wanna see
Isn't
that
that the
first?
library?
Okay, let's just peek. I'm curious. We're still on the same question, but let's peek and let's see what's on the other side of this block non-load bearing wall. This is interesting.
Storage?
Wow. Whoa, oh, duster. I got the duster. Okay. All right.
E.
All right. Wow. Oh yeah. So
If that wall came down, it could be one. huge
you could
room.
make one huge area, and you could probably still use the side just for records.
And you would have a window.
So is this where they used to park the
Look at that
the fire
Tornado
truck?
looking thing.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time, the fire truck was in here. Wow. Oh man, I love busting into safes. Madam Mayor, can I bust into this safe if I get
Exactly.
George out here with a sledgehammer? Okay, that was a no. I heard the laugh. That was a no. She's like, you're pushing it, Jeremy. So you could expand the entire building over.
Yeah.
And it's getting to that point already with meetings where last meeting was standing room only.
Right.
Yeah, standing room only.
So that's something in the future I definitely would like to look at.
So all of this, what is all of this here?
These are all the files that the people they hired to scan in. Yeah, that's interesting. It's a pretty neat little piece of history.
Whoa.
All the other clerks were hired to scan in all these files, which they say they were scanned in. The problem being that I found 3 different locations they were scanned into, and not a one file is labeled as to what it is.
Oh,
Yeah, so let me just like rehash this for you. You don't need to watch Karen Reed because she's innocent, obviously. And Young Thug is like, I mean, do you have 2 million years to pay attention to that? Because that's just a bunch of bullshit, and it's very irritating and annoying. And ain't nobody got time. What is it? Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. You know what I'm talking about, the experts thingy. Anyway, I don't have time for either one of those because Karen Reed is complete bullshit. And Young Thug, I also believe, is complete bullshit. But it's good to see you, Shani. See you when you're done with Karen Reed or Young Thug or whoever.
my
So
goodness.
for a year, they're paying these people to scan in, and I basically am going to have to start all
Oh my
over.
God, I'm so tired.
Oh my goodness.
That was a waste of money. So
and that
I-
was the 60
yeah.
hours a week, $4,000.
If they would have labeled the files, it would have been helpful, but nobody
Oh, yeah,
did,
like
so then you have to click
weather
on the
guy,
file,
huh?
see what's in it, label it, cross-check it with the box. You might as well just start over fresh.
You literally just
Mm.
need to start
Okay,
over.
Flash fan.
So that's a shame.
What a waste.
But that's another thing that'll get tackled. It's not the top priority at the moment, but it'll get tackled.
Wow. Okay, those seats are comfy. Let's go on a field trip back to those seats. Wait, what's in the rest of this room back here?
This is the kitchen. This is where, when they collected food from the Catholic charities.
Yeah, y'all. So I have stopped watching trials altogether. I've decided that I'm going to fill the rest of my life with non-trial content. Because why would I want more trials? I used to love them and now I'm just annoyed by them. Also, there's so much boring stuff in trials that I'm just like, okay, fast forward. And then you can't fast forward. And then that's annoying. But also, trials in general are just annoying because, well, yeah, no, they said it was not. What? I don't know, but they said it wasn't. Yeah, I don't watch anything. Same. But not because of that reason, just because, like, oh, I don't trust the media at all. I'm going to agree with that. There were like a bunch of news outlets that wanted to interview me yesterday, and I denied every single one of them. And there were like 30 there. And I was like, nope. And I was the only lawyer on site. They got nothing from me. And so the stories came out super skewed, but you know what? They were going to come out skewed anyway.
They've had it here for the residents to come in, but
Okay.
what I found, unfortunately, was that it was being stockpiled.
Oh, you used to
and
watch
not handed
MLS.
out, so there was a lot of out-of-date food
Okay.
in here. I
That's where
cleaned
you're
out
from.
of this refrigerator moldy blocks of cheese.
Yeah, I don't watch it either.
So the refrigerator is mostly bare
That's
now.
I haven't
clean
watched
now.
But it
either
wasn't
of
being
them.
handed out. And if you open up that freezer, I haven't gotten to that yet. We were just hoarding food here.
French fries.
Yeah. Even in the building next door
Oh, I
yesterday,
do like
found
Defense
food that
Diaries.
was being hoarded. The cabinets had food. Not really sure how charitable that is.
I mean,
Wow.
But I've cleaned out all the out-of-date stuff. I'm working.
what I think is slightly rude, I don't know who mainstream media. What I think is like, oh, okay, cool, Daniel, and I'm glad that didn't deter you from me. Awesome. I don't remember you in here before that, but I'm so glad you're here. But what I think is like semi-rude during these streams specifically, like when I do the What the Hill stream, and I know, and everybody knows who watches What the Hills, like at 4:30 my time, so I think it's like 5:30 Eastern, What the Hills comes out with a new video. It's a video though, it's not a live stream, it's a video. They drop a new video every day, same time. Jeremy has been in here during my streams at that time and like stayed in here and continued to watch old content. And like said, I'm staying even though his new video is up. But yeah, I do find that like when people announce that Jeremy's video is up, it's like, that's annoying. Why do you have to announce that in the middle of my stream? Because everybody does leave. But honestly, it's really not their fault because everybody leaves anyway. But yeah, that's slightly annoying. But yeah, no, I don't mind other people like yeah. Well, yeah, Brandon, but like also you do some trials. Yeah, I mean, for sure, but like it's not your job to try cases either. So I can see why you would still do some. I'm just like over it at the moment. No, I didn't think you did. No, I don't think that's a problem. I don't think mentioning other creators in general is a problem. I think being like, hey, everybody, leave for Jeremy's video. That's like sometimes annoying, but not bad. Yeah. Did somebody do that? I mean, people are crazy. You know, what are you going to do?
Working on that freezer next. But
All right, field trip. Back to the chairs. Comfy chairs. Comfy chairs.
the lights there.
What
Yeah, there
question
you
were
go,
we on?
Captain Kern.
I don't
Or is it
know.
Ah,
Kieran?
This place sends you down
Kieran
a lot
or
of rabbit
that was a
holes.
rabbit hole. That was a rabbit hole. I'm not sure how I got to that point. Like, hey, what's on the
Yeah.
other side of the wall?
That happens a lot in here, Rabbit Hole City.
We were on the needs for the town. So
Yeah.
you stated,
Yeah, so opening up.
yeah. So you
Exactly.
stated you needed
Yes,
you need
Amy,
better
it's
internet,
annoying.
you need sound, better internet, and you need a better building to open it up and house all the people
Thanks, Ellie.
and all the documents and all of that.
Yes.
So that was
Almada is
3.
cool.
I asked you for 5. 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in. You have to remember, 2 weeks in. And in my opinion, she has already accomplished more in 2 weeks than has been accomplished in the past 3 years. I've only been here for 3 years. I saw almost nothing happen in 3 years, and in 2 weeks, I'm seeing everything happen.
Oh yeah, I'm subbed to so many other channels. I mean, like a gazillion. No, but yeah, you can watch it later. But who's Danny? I see you check out Danny's Daybell stream. Oh, is she streaming that? Is she still in Korea? Is that the Danny we're talking about? I don't know. I don't watch any of the law tubers anymore. But it's also because I don't watch them because like I'm over the legal content at the moment, and also because it's hard for me to stay updated with those things because I work during the mornings, like I have to go to court, and so I can't follow the trials and stuff, and so by the time I could follow them, then it's like super late, and sometimes when I pop into other people's streams, it's not as friendly as I would like.
Yeah, just going through, like even in
So I don't
other
do it
building,
anymore.
There's a lot of old equipment in there that needs to be cleaned out. Everything was just ignored, and it's a whole nother building that's not getting properly utilized. So that's
amazing.
Another thing.
Is the other building, is that just all storage?
Basically, there's a truck in there that gets driven once a year in a parade. So that needs to be relooked at. And there's a lot of old fire hose equipment from when there was a volunteer fire department, which is all out of
That's
date,
awesome.
non-certified. Basically, it's not going to be good because the hoses are dry rotted. So they just left it in there. Old Christmas decorations that they quit putting up, which are not kept in a good condition. So most of them will probably have to be taken out.
Zach!
Can we peek at
Oh.
that building when we're done here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Please.
Thank you, Zach. If I had some wiggles, I would give them to you. Instead, I'll give you. See, I only have like sarcastic things. I'll give you an evil clown laugh. That's loud and annoying. I'll give you a baby laugh instead. That's way better. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Zach. That's so nice. I'm going to get some new shoes as soon as I find them. Don't you worry.
Don't throw the old fire hose away. I will hang it up at the schoolhouse. I want to use the hallway of the schoolhouse as a historic path of Otter Creek. So if there's anything that you go, well, this might look good displayed as part of the history, even an old fire hose, I would love that. I would hang it up. I would,
Yeah, that's something definitely as we've been looking through things.
And I'll pay.
Some
Hi,
great
Catherine.
history for things that I wouldn't just want to throw away because
Yes.
there is a lot
Danny
of
on
history
direct.
here in this
That
town.
too.
So it'd be nice to preserve some stuff as we go along. So there's a lot.
So we're still at 3 needs. I still need 2 more needs. I
That's
know
how you
2
do-
weeks in,
that's how you
it's a
spell it.
lot. You have done a phenomenal job in a limited amount of time with almost no sleep. You've been going around the clock, and I'm putting you in a position, putting you on the spot with a camera on you and a light in your eyes.
I know.
2 more
What?
needs.
Yeah, we need to hire a clerk, which the ad should be going out in next week's paper. We're still
Yeah, where?
fine-tuning it. But I have sent it, I have posted it online, and of course, everybody can put in their resumes. They don't need to wait for the ad. Yeah, that's a huge need because the clerk position, in my opinion, is the most important position in this town. So
What skill set do you think that
Thanks,
clerk
Abs.
really needs to have?
they need to know QuickBooks. They need to know the Microsoft Word, Excel, those different platforms.
I do. Big Johnson. Okay, so but I can't do high tops. Wait, did you say platform high tops? Okay, so that's cute because that gives you height too. But high tops for me, like I have a bunch of Jordans, but they don't really work anymore because my calves are kind of larger than, I have very short legs. And then like if your calves aren't, I guess you would say I have cankles maybe. So it's just not a cute look. I've noticed that recently and I'm like, oh man, getting old sucks. So yeah, high tops don't really work for me. Yeah, I do. I probably do need that. Luckily, I can still get her out for free at the moment, unless she does something violent, and then I can't. And she seems like she's going to be a violent one. So yeah, I'm probably going to need bail money. This is true. We need to start that fund immediately.
Platforms, they need to be able to communicate with people in an effective manner, and be courteous to people.
Mm.
They need to also be good at multitasking, doing emails, because you're going to be communicating with the council members, with other agencies. You're the coordinator of everything. You got to coordinate with the supervisor of elections to do the town elections once a year. You need to be able to do the water billing. So you have to have good computer skills and good communication. There's so many different things. It's a lot
Jocelyn.
of little tasks. I mean,
Yikes.
basically, I'm advertising it for up to 20 hours a week, because once this mess is clean, there's not going to be
Hey.
need for all those hours. So you just have to know a lot of different little things. I don't think it's going to be that difficult.
FM.
Well, I think organization.
OMG. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. I have missed you so much. It is so nice to see you. Tell Zach I say hello. Hello, hello. This is Zach's fiance. And you know what is crazy? I don't actually know your real name, but I want to say it starts with a D because I heard someone say it once. Like Dina, maybe, but I don't know if that's true. But this is Zach Martin from Potentially Criminals, fiance. And we love him. Bad Duck. Size 4 shoe up Zach's arse fund. Thank you. That's my shoe, huh? Thank you, Bad Duck. Skechers. Oh, dude. Yeah, but you can't. Okay, so, that's what I meant to say earlier to Big Johnson is that beyond that, it's that oh no. I haven't tried elastic laces, but I should try that. However, I think the issue is like court shoes. So court appropriate shoes, like usually they can't be they have to look like dress shoes basically. Although I do push it. I used to have so many Skechers. My mom one time, I swear she went in and bought like every Skecher in my size when I was in high school. It was amazing.
It's a huge thing.
Yes.
You know, if your life is disorganized, don't apply, because the position needs to be for an organized person. Detail oriented, that's huge. The ability to prioritize, and I've used this in my job.
Joplin Tornado.
If I hired a maintenance man, I would say, listen, I need the skill set of the person for the ability to actually prioritize.
404
to understand
photos.
that a
Oh, I don't
clogged toilet is more important, higher priority than a
Yes,
shingle that just
Sean's
blew off the
fiance.
roof. I don't want to see
Oh,
somebody,
okay.
a maintenance man, putting a shingle on a roof when I have a clogged
Okay.
toilet. People have to go to the bathroom when they have to go to the bathroom. Once that's
Sean's
prioritized
fiance, that's
properly,
exactly
then you
it.
can go up to the maintenance, do stuff on the roof and take care of a shingle. So you have to be able to prioritize all those tasks. Know what's most important. Really, bookkeeping skills, right?
Yeah.
Data entry, bookkeeping skills.
And you have to be familiar with the statutes and the sunshine laws, because you will be coordinating all that, doing the agendas, doing the minutes. You just need to be familiar, and you can learn those things, but you need to be familiar with those things. There's just a lot of little things, because you're going to be the record keeper.
Well, and here's what I think is beautiful about this area in Otter Creek and that position. So we have an absolutely gorgeous campground where residents can live full time in Otter Creek. So
She didn't almost marry you.
And so somebody could actually go, you know what? I've lived my life wherever I've lived my life. I wanna do some Florida life, and you could.
Thank you, Zach. Tail feathers playing fun for Bad Duck. Dumb mother clucker. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. What was it? Witty? No, that's not what you said, Zach, earlier. That you said Big Johnson would get like a B- on her. What was it? I don't think witty was the word. Tell me though.
actually go camp at
Did I say
Stadium's
Zach?
campground, and
Did I
you
say
have
Zach's
full-time
fiance?
residency there, and go, you know what, I only want part-time work.
I meant
I want to
Sean's.
get out, and I want to meet people, and I want to be around people.
Snarkiness.
And if you have that skill
Did
set,
I
you could
say
actually
Zach?
live full-time in Otter Creek,
That's not
live in the
what I
camper
meant.
life,
I am so
van life,
sorry.
whatever it is, RV life, and then work in the office as well. So it doesn't just have to be a person from Otter Creek. It could be somebody from anywhere, all over the world, because there's opportunities to actually maintain residency here and do that part-time work and then enjoy Florida. Like what's one of the things that you
Oh my God, I meant Sean Martin. Did I say Zach Martin? Why would I have said Zach? Hey, thank you. Had to take a little rest. It was, I'm sure that was terrifying. I am so sorry. I definitely meant Sean at potentially criminal.
enjoy most about Florida, where you live?
That you could visit Cedar Key, you could go fishing. Those are fun things to do. You can go tubing down the rivers. You can play in the springs.
Oatmeal cream pie ice cream in Cedar Key? Huh?
No.
Somebody's addicted.
Yeah, I have a problem. I have a problem. I'll admit it. Yeah, no
But I
doubt.
love it. There's so much
Oh.
outdoor stuff to do. You can go kayaking, you could go trail riding. There's just tons of outdoor, and I love the outdoors.
Wait, where was this?
Diving.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can go
diving, you name it. Florida's like a playground. It really is. And we are in Otter Creek. We're right on the way to Cedar Key. There's a special
wanna go
pod
to
of
Cedar
dolphins
Key.
there that hunt the only way they hunt. That's specific to that family pod. And going out to Cedar Key, I could sit on the decks of the restaurants and just sit there all day and watch the dolphins. I don't know why I
Same.
love it so much. And pelicans. I don't know why I love pelicans. I think
Same.
it reminds me of me. Like so clumsy on land, but so graceful over water. Except it doesn't remind me of me because I'm not graceful at any. But I do love watching the pelicans and the dolphins. I could sit there and watch
Dude,
that all day. I
My
really could.
faves.
It's relaxing.
So a person for that clerk position would be huge,
Yes.
absolutely huge. All right, that would be number
Sean
4.
is
What's
awesome.
Number 5.
Ooh, one more.
I mean, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. So
That could be forthcoming. 'Cause-
you may just go. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah, there's so many things in the workings. And I know everybody's been dying to help, and we appreciate every bit of it. But yeah, we might have to come up with that number 5 later.
So number 5 may be revealed in the next town council meeting. I'm curious. Are you putting your agenda
I
together
respect that,
already for the
Heidi.
next town council meeting?
Of course.
Are there going to be any plot twists?
Don't
this time,
necessarily
like last
agree.
time?
It seems like there always is.
In
All right, you heard it. There's going to be a
specific
plot twist.
situations that are happening
That's a
at the
yes,
moment.
right?
but I do respect.
I'm pretty sure that's a yes. It sounds like there's more plot twists to come. And just looking at the tables with all the electronics on it already, looks like, and that's she's already said that's not even all of it. It looks like there's more to come in the next town council meeting. Would it be okay, Madam Mayor, if we go check out that other building right now?
Sure.
Let's do it. Going in would this be the annex building? Is that what we call it? Annex?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Same flash fan and it's
Oh, these are for the water meters.
Yes.
Those are the water meter boxes.
And the big water meter behind you.
Oh, here's the water meters. Oh my goodness. These are the water meters that the town actually purchases, the Neptunes. Except mine cost a ton more than that one there. So they got a full box of them. There's boxes of them. There. Oh, these are all the old fire hoses.
I gotta go too. We gotta stop. We gotta stop watching this. I gotta go. I gotta go because my child needs me. So I will see y'all next time, which next time, I don't know when next time is, but so happy to have you all here. Thank you, Zach and Pat Duck, for your super chats. And oh, yeah. No, I didn't say mine is in what? You said yours is in May. Who, me? Mine's not in May. I'm January 18th. You've been training your whole life for this, eh? Okay, bye everybody. See you next time. Oh, you're early January. Hate it, right? January birthdays suck. Okay, bye. See you next time. Thank you for being here.